The line was crossed at 6:14 a.m. No knock, no voice. Just a vibration on the nightstand and a sentence that erased 3 years of restraint. Plans changed. You're not coming to the graduation ceremony. My daughter wants her real dad. I stared at the screen until the letters blurred. Not from tears, from stillness. The kind that happens when the body hasn't caught up to the damage. Yet, the house was quiet, too quiet. The air smelled like the coffee I'd programmed the night before, the one I wouldn't drink. Sunlight leaked through the curtains, gentle and undeserving of what it was witnessing. I didn't reply. Silence is a language. I speak it fluently. I'd paid for that house with precision. Mortgage, renovations, landscaping, the extra wing she wanted. For family, my name was on the deeds. My credit held the walls together. Her comfort was financed by my predictability. She said she loved stability. What she meant was access. The graduation mattered because I'd earned it, not the ceremony, the role. I was the one who stayed up late fixing laptops, who paid for tutoring without asking for thanks, who showed up to school meetings and stood quietly in the back, letting her daughter take the spotlight. I never tried to replace her father. I replaced his absence, and that was forgiven until it wasn't needed. The disrespect wasn't the message, it was the timing. She sent it knowing I was awake, knowing I was dressed, knowing my suit hung ironed in the closet, the gift waiting on the table, knowing the ceremony started in 2 hours. This wasn't thoughtless, it was surgical. I imagined the conversation behind it. The whispered validation, the performative loyalty, the father showing up late to reclaim credit he hadn't paid for. I saw the smiles already. I felt the eraser. Still, I didn't respond. I showered slowly, let the water hit my shoulders until the last illusion dissolved. When I stepped out, the mirror showed me someone lighter, not relieved, reduced. A man who had just been informed he was optional. Optional men are dangerous. By 7:30, I was dressed, not in the suit, in something quieter, something meant for movement. I walked through the house once. The art I chose, the furniture I assembled, the silence she called peace. I touched nothing. Ownership doesn't require proof. My phone buzzed again. Follow-up, softer, manipulative. It's just today. Don't make this a thing. That was the moment the bond died. No anger, no grief, just the click of a door closing in my chest. I didn't confront. Confrontation is emotional. Emotion clouds execution. Instead, I opened my laptop. By 8:05, the joint account was frozen. By 8:22, automatic payments were canceled. Tuition assistance, insurance riders, the car. Lease subscriptions she forgot weren't hers. By 910, the house was listed under an expedited sale clause I'd negotiated months earlier. Back when I believed foresight was for protection, not escape. I didn't rush. I followed procedure. There's power in paperwork when the other party doesn't know it exists. At 9:45, I called my attorney. No explanations, just instructions. He'd been waiting for this tone. We spoke in bullet points. By 10:30, movers were scheduled. Quiet professionals. No logos, no questions. By 11:15, I transferred what remained of my liquidity into an account she'd never heard of. A precaution I'd set up after the first time. She said we should put everything together. Trust, I learned, is a one-way transaction. She called at 11:42. I let it ring. At noon, I was gone. No note, no goodbye, no dramatic gesture to anchor her guilt. Absence is cleaner. The graduation ceremony ended at 1:30. Applause, photos, tears, the father posing like a hero. The mother glowing with borrowed validation. They came back to a locked house. At first, confusion, then irritation, then fear. The car didn't work, the code failed. The garage didn't open. She called me 37 times, texted apologies, accusations, bargains. I didn't read them. By evening, the realtor arrived with documents, with authority, with answers she didn't like. She learned quickly. I had prepared thoroughly. The unraveling was methodical. The car was reclaimed the next morning. Insurance lapsed by noon. Utilities followed. Her confidence drained with each notification. The father disappeared by day 3. He'd gotten his moment. He hadn't signed up for consequences. By the end of the week, the house was sold quietly below market to someone who didn't care about memories. Neither did I. She found me 2 weeks later. Different city, different hotel, same desperation. She looked smaller, not physically, structurally, like something removed had been holding her upright. I didn't mean it like that, she said. I nodded. Calm, neutral. Meaning is irrelevant. Impact isn't. She cried. She blamed stress, her daughter, her past. She said the word family like it was currency. I let her finish. Then I spoke. I wasn't invited, I said because I wasn't needed, so I stopped being useful. Her eyes widened. She tried to interrupt. I raised a finger. Silence returned to its place. You taught me something that morning, I continued. You showed me how easily I could be erased. I just returned the lesson. No insults, no shouting, just truth. She asked if there was any way back. I stood, adjusted my jacket. The gesture wasn't for her. It was habit. Closure, nah, I said. You made a choice in public, I answered in private. I walked out, didn't look back. I don't hate her. Hate is messy. I prefer accuracy. I learned that respect isn't demanded, it's demonstrated. And when it's withdrawn, so is access. That morning she chose who mattered. By noon, I remembered who I was. And when they came back, they didn't find a villain. They found consequences. And I slept better knowing the silence I left behind would echo longer than any applause ever.